Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Uh, Welcome back to the Whomst podcast. I'm back in the car. Uh, it is February 3rd. It is almost 6 a.m. in the morning. First things first, before I forget, we're sponsored by Ugly Books. For sure this time. It's official. I know last episode I was talking about it, but it was more just like, I wasn't really sure if they was going to go for it or not, but they deal with it. And just to put it very shortly, they sell notebooks and art. They of two different sizes so far, and if you just go to the website uglybooks.co, uglybooks.co, you can use my promo code Whomst, WHOMST. You get 15% off of your first purchase. You can buy these in like 3 packs. They're very inexpensive because me personally. That's why it's taking me forever to try to get merch for myself, with like shirts, because I wouldn't try to sell you anything I wouldn't buy myself, especially because I'm cheap as hell. So it's like they're out of all like these notebooks who claim all this stuff. Uh, I don't want to call out these companies because I don't know how closely collaborative they are to each other, but it's like certain notebook companies are very expensive for the little that they actually provide. Yeah. But Ugly Books is not like that. It's very cheap. I love it. 15% off again, Whomst, as your promo code. Thank you, Ugly Books. And let's just get into the show. Uh, oh yeah, the retirement thing. See, I don't really plan what exact. Usually I do. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. But the TikTok that I play in the beginning of the episode, I don't really decide until whenever I do actually talk about a topic. Then I'm like, oh yeah, I found this TikTok about it. But if I played it in the beginning, I'm gonna play it here again. So just in case. But this the what's her name? Nikki Haley.
In 15 seconds, should voters in their 20s plan on having to work until they're 70?
They should plan on their retirement age being increased, yes. We're going to change it to reflect more of what life expectancy should be.
Just going to be ignorant with this and just be like, and not, I would go to that debate where they was talking about it and listen to her whole answer. But the little that I heard, I think I've heard enough. If you didn't see it, Nikki Haley, I think she's a candidate for the why can I say it? President. President. Oh my God, am I having a stroke? What the fuck? President. I can say that. I can say president. I'm saying President C. Predecessor. I can't say it together. You know what I'm saying. She's a candidate for that, right? Trying to become president, right? And she's going up against Trump on the Republican side. And they asked her, what was your plan about raising? You heard the thing. You heard the TikTok about raising retirement age by 5 years, which is ironic, right? Which is funny. These rules always come from people who probably never worked a physical job, like who if they did work at a Walmart or something equivalent to that, right? It was probably when they was 16 or some shit, right? When they was teenagers living with their parents or something like that. It was so far away, and they hated it so much that they started basically scamming people by becoming a congressman, a woman, and then getting into the government where they just fuck people over. It's just, she hasn't worked a physical job in fucking 40, 50 years, man. And you got the nerve to try to control. Okay, yeah, you gotta work until you're older. Like, I see people in this warehouse that I work in. I see some 60s, something. I don't know, 55 to about 70. That's what I'm gonna say. Some of them are really old. I don't know. I don't, because a lot of them are women too. So I really don't want to ask. But these women are obviously up there, right? It's not like 40s, 50s. Oh, I'm about to retire. I'm a manager. No, these are like my level. They're running around a warehouse. They can't even sweat. That's how old they are. They can't even sweat. they had to constantly keep a bottle of water on and spray it on their ass. Cause they get tired a little bit, they gonna fucking die. Not trying to joke on them, but that wasn't a point of bringing this up. It's just I can see these old people, right? And let's say, Jesus Christ, I'm burping. I'm sorry. Well, obviously this age changing wouldn't affect them if they talking about people like people in their 20s, and it might affect me as well. I'm in my 30s. I'm not sure. I have to look it up. But either way, imagine working at a UPS or something like that until you're 70. That's ridiculous. Just for you to be able to make retirement. Well, no, wait. I'm tripping. Which was it, 65 or 70?
In 15 seconds, should voters in their 20s plan on having to work until they're 70?
70. Okay. And he's talking about life expectancy. Like, how corporate... Anyway, I'll get to that in a minute. It's just 70. Imagine working at UPS at 70 just so you can enjoy, quote unquote, enjoy retirement. And I'm pretty sure they won't make it that complicated as well by the time we make it to 70. I'm pretty sure they won't find ways to, like, fine us and just find any reason not to give us that money that we worked for all our life, right? In the 70s, you really can't do shit. If you're working hard labor all the way into your 70s, you're going to be too goddamn tired to really enjoy that. If you're not sick or broken down, right? Especially working, like I said, these older people working in these warehouses, I can only imagine the back pain. I got back pain, right? I can only imagine at that age, and then you get retirement, which I don't even know how much it is sometimes. I really don't know how much it is. I don't know if it's a couple thousand or a couple, like 10. Let's say if it's 100 grand, right? That's retirement. What you gonna do with it? You're like, yeah, you can go like on a vacation or something, go some old person cruise. They got that year-long cruise and you can just die on that motherfucker. But you worked 69 to 70 years to have fun for like a year or two before your body give up. Because look, if you working for that long, right, and then you just stop, it's like smoking cigarettes. You can't just stop. You gotta like wean off of it. Your body might not react right. You could just die. It is like you get a blood clot because you're sitting down a lot more now. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's like, why is the corporate system working against us so much? I was watching, I want to talk about this next episode, but I want to rewatch it. I was watching this YouTube documentary about Japanese prisons. Besides the super strictness, right? And just how little, what am I trying to say? Just the history of how they treat people in general. Like, I know I couldn't go over there as a black guy in a Japanese prison, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's a lot of like behind, a lot of secrecy. They have festivals about the prison where they celebrate the guards and stuff like that, and then they like Disneyland. The kids come over and they eat the food that the food that the prisoners eat. And they make it seem like it's always real nice. They taking care of the people, but they don't eat the same thing. They don't do it. They not having fun in there. That's the one thing that scares me about it. But at the same time, looking at how the system has us in a bind in the real world, yeah, we got the freedom and we go to work and we can spend money whenever we want to, but why does nigga just stop right here? What the fuck? Yeah, we got the freedom, but all our freedom kind of just goes away. All the freedom that we work for, all the hours that we put in, we just give it to some dude. Like, I'm paying all this money for this apartment, but I don't spend the amount of time that will be equivalent to how much this apartment is. And that's depressing to me. So my point is, I was saying, just like how fucked up the corporations have us. Oh, it's an Uber. Prison don't sound that bad. And I was listening to like this murder podcast, right? Where are you going with this, George? Like I was listening to this small town murder, right? And they was talking about people who write in their notes talking about like, I don't mind going to prison. I'll be able to read and work out. And you know what? I hate to admit it, but I've said that before. I've said that before. Not, I don't mean it in like a, because in this story they actually murdered somebody. I'm not saying that as like a hint, like I'm finna go kill somebody and go to prison. But I've said it out loud before that. But if you can dodge getting stabbed or getting butt fucked, prison don't sound that bad. For real. Like, yeah, you work for free. Yeah, you are always in a cell. You by yourself. But like, if you can, like, I know it's a prison out there where you can just be by yourself somehow. I don't know. I'm talking out my ass. But prison do sound good nowadays. Not paying bills, and I can just like, yeah, I'll be alone. I might go crazy like that, but if I'm able to be on good behavior and able to like get some books to read or get a notebook to write in or something like that, because some of these motherfuckers got phones and TVs and shit, so I know you can get like a notebook. That's all I want. Give me a book, give me some notebooks, bruh. Give me a year. What do I have to do? Who do I have to punch in the face or stab or whatever? What do I have to do to get 1 year in prison? And then what in prison do I have to do to not only get a cell by myself, but also I'll write in fucking crayon. Like, I don't give a fuck. Just like get a notebook. How do I, if somebody can let me know, I would keep it in mind. I would. Oh man, it's depressing. Cause boy, I'm doing pretty good when it comes to my anger. I tell you that, man, for real. Cause this car, bro, these last like 2 years, I gotta say, it made me not like Kias anymore. I loved my little, I think it was a 2016 before it got wrecked. I used to love it, man. It had good mileage. It's a mid-size, like low-end mid-size, like SUV basically. It's just, I love the little thing. It was cheap at the time. Even my insurance was good. Up into the accident, all my insurance was pretty good. But the accident wasn't my fault, so they can't blame me. Whatever. Now, I talked about the Kia Boys, but a quick refresher: the Kia Boys is that little trend on TikTok. If y'all remember, people teaching each other how to steal Kias and Hyundais because they were easy to steal. They had like you just like rip. Now I'm finna tell you how to do it. It was basically the steering wheel. The little part that connects to the dashboard, that little part was like you can take it off and then you'll use a USB to basically jab their way into the keyhole and start up the cars. It was that easy, right? So it just spread like wildfire, and a bunch of people got their cars stolen, unfortunately, and that, of course, ruined it for all of us. All the ones, even the one that I have. I don't have a Kia. All right, it's a keyless one. So it doesn't affect us, but as a whole, it did. On top of what I'm learning recently, that apparently insurance companies base your price not on you. It's very little on you, the person. It's more about your location. It's like it depends on how many accidents and theft and all this stuff in the general location that you're in, or city, I guess. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. This is just what I'm hearing, and it makes sense because I've been seeing a lot of like videos online of people complaining that all of a sudden Geico, piece of shit, um, they've been jacking people's prices up all of a sudden. And I've been seeing this for like 2 months now, and it finally happened to us. Our shit is gonna be like $400 or something like that. I might have Judah on later on at the end of the episode or something like that, and we can talk about all the stuff that I talked about throughout the episode, or some other stuff, whatever. But yeah, they jacked our prices up to $400 on top of like the already crazy car note that we have. So it's just like we are in. I know I try to get on people who give out too much information, too much personal stuff on social medias, but like, shit, I'm gonna end up having to give this car up. I'm for real. I'm gonna end up giving the car up. It's just way too much. It's just ridiculous. It's just corporate greed. Let me look it up. Let me look up how many customers. That's what I want to look up. That Geico has right now. How many customers does Geico have? Jesus Christ, come on. Now I'm like an old man. A little Googling it. Give me a second. Because I don't want like, obviously you're not going to get an exact number. I just want to get like a, okay, how many customers does Geico serve? More than 16 million auto policies in force. Yeah, multiple answers. Why can't you just answer it with one? More than 16 million auto policies in force. Geico insures more than 28 million vehicles, right? Okay. I'm just gonna go with the first number because sometimes you can have two cars and you get like a lower rate or whatever. So I'm just gonna go with the lower one, 16 million. So let's just say, like a good medium, right? People paying about $250. What is that? I'm doing it in my head. I don't want to use Siri. So 250, 60 million. So 250 times 10. That's 2,500. Wait. It's the pressure. It's the pressure. Fuck it. Siri, 16 million times 250. 4 billion. All right. I wasn't going to get that in my head. I was going to be way off. $4 billion, right? Just a guess. Let's just say everybody, perfect world, everybody, all 16 million customers paying $250 for auto insurance every month, right? 16 million, they making $4 billion a month. All right, let's ask Siri, how much in policies is Geico paying out a month? Like, I know these answers aren't going to be like exact, and I know things changes and all that good stuff. Okay, it's not giving how much does car. No, that's not answering my question. What the fuck? Hell no. Okay, I found a question. It said, how much is Geico car insurance per month? The average Geico car insurance costs for minimum coverage. Okay, minimum coverage. Yeah, it's not answering my question. How much they actually paying out? Which I guess you can't really. I don't, whatever. You get what I'm trying to ask. Because I'm trying to see why are they being so greedy? That's what I'm trying to understand, right? They making so much money. I know everybody is not getting into an accident, and it's not even them. It's not even theirs. And how long did it take sometimes? Because last time my car got into a wreck, it took almost fucking 5 months for them to pay me out. And they didn't even pay off the whole car because I didn't have gap insurance. And even then, it was only like, they only paid like, I think it was like $6,000 or something like that. So I still owed like, because I was almost done with the car. That was what really pissed me off. Just thinking about that, it's just, I still owe like $2,000-$3,000, whatever. So just think about that. Even half, right? Hey Siri, 8 million times 3,000. Okay, that's more. Fuck. I'm losing my point. Even with that, oh my God, that is, Jesus Christ. Whatever, I'm gonna continue complaining. Get to my point. My point is they raising our stuff up, and it's getting really ridiculous. It's just funny, fucking trying to prove a point. Fuck myself up. So okay, it got so expensive. So now I got with my company, right? The company I work for, they have a benefits program, or in other words, they have quote unquote discounts with certain companies or whatever. So, let's get insurance through this, right? And it just give quotes from like 3 different companies I've never heard from, and the lowest one was $50 more than what Geico's about to charge me, right? And then the highest one, you can pause the podcast if you want to guess for yourself, make a comment, whatever, what you think the highest insurance rate is. I've never heard of this company before, but they quoted me this much to cover my 2020 Kia Soul in this climate, in my, I guess, this city and the current situation Kias are going through. Okay, you want to take a guess? You can pause it. It was like $950. $950 quoted. And they haven't even called me. I know God, they just know. Ain't no way. That just doesn't make sense. How is this legal? That's what I don't understand. How can they easily send that quote out with like a smile on their face and just be like, yeah, that's cool, even in this time where a lot of stuff is expensive. $900 is a lot. Even if it made sense, something like health insurance, or like, this will cover everything in health insurance. That's still a lot of money, but at least it makes sense. I don't know. $900 a month just covers medicines and no, but no, $900 just a. And then what's fucked up, right? 400 or 900, it don't matter. It's what's fucked up is it's not like I get these companies or have competition and they're trying to make money with the competition and with all the accidents or whatever, all the stuff they got to pay out and all this stuff, and people scamming them and all this stuff. Ignoring that, a lot of us are forced to get it. Cause I remember back when I had I think it was the Hyundai Elantra. I think I had that. That was the first car I actually ever got. Right, I got the minimum. I wasn't required to get a state minimum, whatever that was in Alabama. I got minimum, so my stuff was 90, and I thought that was a lot at the time. Little did I know. But like right now with this car, we're forced to get state minimum here in Texas, which is fucking expensive. We're forced to get it, or they'll repossess the car or whatever. So it's like an extra bill. It's just on top of it. It's not like it's expensive. Oh, okay, let's change the policy for a few months. You know, I wouldn't even be talking about it if that was the case. If we can drop it down by $250, we would just be careful for a few months until we could get something right. Nah, it's just we're forced to have it, so it's like you're punishing us. This corporate greed, this fucking, it's a lot of stuff I'm not smart enough to understand. I'm just here complaining in my car. I would love to hear y'all horror stories, like for real. Let me see if I remember the voicemail. 725-999-2704. You can text it, you can call in. You got 3 minutes in the voicemail. I'd love to hear y'all stories. I'll play it at some point during this episode. It's just I keep saying crazy. It's kind of ironic that they doing this like during tax season. It's like, oh, they can handle it. Like that's so annoying. Not to give up the car, deal with that, with them selling the car, and then try to. They can have fun with that shit, man. I'm gonna get the fuck out this car. Right now, I don't know how Judah feels. She talk to her about some stuff. I might add it to the end of this episode. So if not, see y'all later. Whomst, use the promo code Whomst and go to uglybooks.co. Use the promo code Whomst for 15% off. Buy the notebooks. Let's build this relationship with this company. I really like where this is going, right? So love y'all, appreciate y'all. If it's the rest of the episode, enjoy. Leave a voicemail, 725-999-2704. See y'all later.